Live. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I don't have my tripod with me. That's a frustrating thing that I've forgotten on this afternoon's walk. Right, well, for my regular viewers and for my subscribers and members who will no doubt be watching this back at some point during the day, we have had such a terrible morning in relation to YouTube. We tried to go live 4 times this morning, and each of them were they just kept cutting out, and we lost connection, and we dropped our viewership every single time. It was quite difficult to stay positive about that. But like I said yesterday, and like I'm saying today, we need some positivity in our social media diet. So the stream is back up and running. Friday afternoon session, last professional walk of the week for me, and allow me to explain who I am and why you're here seeing us. So my name's Stephen. I'm the owner of Crighton Pet Services, and I look after about 25 dogs during the week. On today's session, we've got 9 of them out, and usually in the afternoon it's bigger dogs, but the actual definition of the service is larger and active dogs. So we've got Otis from my morning session, who is absolutely capable of keeping up with the big guys. Also Edith from the morning team, who is kind of a medium-sized dog. She's right on the cusp of being between the small and the large guys. Little legs Lily here, that's Lily, L-I-L-Y. Lily, I can't say it very well, is here. She's our oldest dog in the pack, 14, would you believe? And coming up the rear here with a big stick in his mouth and acting like a goofball is my own dog, Dante. And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of him and hearing his name as we go throughout the session. So there we go. Crafty Clark is with us in the chat, one of our members. Hello, my dear. What's happening here? I know it's a very impromptu. I don't know if you heard everything I said there, but we tried to go live 4 times this morning and it wouldn't work. So I kind of promised at the end of the 4th stream, I was like, well, we will go live this afternoon. I'll take the bigger guys to a location where I know we're going to get phone signal. And Fridays are always a bit interesting because here in Scotland, the kids, well, in Edinburgh anyway at least, the kids get a half day on a Friday. So I think I'm the only one of the few professional dog walkers that actually work on a Friday afternoon. Almost everyone else is shut up shop by now. They'll be on their 3rd glass of wine by this time. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not naming any names, but if they're watching, they know who they are. And yeah, so I never realised that people did that kind of thing. I never realised that would be a thing. So when I set up the business, I just had 10 walks morning and afternoon each weekday, and it has continued. So there we go. So we're powering through on Friday, much to the frustration of my morning viewers. I think that was a frustrating watch. It just kept being temperamental, cutting out and so on. But you're with us now. So Dante is a pointer. Yes, he is. We've got 2 pointers out with us today. I'll show you them both just now. Hang on. Crafty Clark, let's get them both in shot. Juno! Your sweetheart. So this is Juno. And here's Dante. Dante! Come here, bud. We need you to sit there. Hey. We need you both in the same shot. Sit nice. Sit nice. So this is Dante. He's 3 years old. This is Juno. She's, what are you now, sweetie? 6. She's never caught a biscuit in her life. And we'll talk you through the rest of the gang as we go around. We'll show you them. But yeah, so thankfully, where I've taken the guys today, because the kids all get half days on Fridays, and it's strange. So the reason I was telling that part of the story is that often the areas that we would take the little guys in the morning on a Friday afternoon are quite deserted, whereas every other day of the week they're very, very busy. So I've taken a chance. I've taken them here where we often take our little guys in the morning, and it's deserted. It is deserted. We've met a few dogs, but it's dogs we know. It's dogs that we're happy to play with, and and spend a bit of time with and stuff. So we've done that already. And what time are we at? We're at 3 o'clock. We've been out for probably an hour so far, about half an hour to go. Although I've just, as I say that out loud, it has dawned on me that we're just continuing to walk further and further away from the van. So I suspect it'll be a little bit more than half an hour that they get out extra, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. MC is with us, hello. So Crafty Clark is very correctly, very kindly asking the chat to give a little like. Let me explain how this works. Most of you watching along will be joining us for the first time. Thank you so much. These are not my own dogs. I look after them. I look after about 25 dogs during the week and take them out in different sort of groups, but mostly the group size is about 8. Today we've got 9. I don't think we're really causing any concern having one extra than normal, but anyway, I'm sure someone will have a comment on that in the chat. Feel free to take some shots. Yeah, so what we do is the pups are obviously the star of the show, and we want them to be rewarded for being movie stars. And so to get their royalties, they'll be paid in kind with some biscuits. But we do that sporadically throughout the session. And there's Otis with the ball. This is going to change the dynamic of things. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so they're paid sporadically throughout the session. And what we like to do, hey, walk on. What we like to do, especially if you're watching on a mobile device, you'll see up here somewhere the number of likes that we already have next to the thumb up. So you can like the stream, and every time we hit 10 likes, we'll give the puppies a little training reward for that. So if you want to know how to do that, not everyone's familiar with watching live streams, so you can either double tap on the screen, or you can come up here somewhere. Up here there should be 3 dots. You can click on that and then it'll give you something will pop up or down, and you should still be able to hear me in the background, but you can do things like view the channel, read the video description, and like the page, like the stream. Come on you guys. I said to you that Otis getting this ball would change the dynamic, and it definitely has. We've already had some barking. So Otis is the type of dog that if he went into a room full of 100 dogs bigger than him, he'd still come out top dog. He's a tough look. Look at this, he's just rolling on the ball. It's like, this is my ball, mark my territory. I'll give him a biscuit just now, and we'll get this back. There you go, young man. Good boy. Good boy. Now, no barking, boys. Did you hear Dante's teeth clacking there? That was right next to the camera. It was like a snap, like a. He's like air clacking at me because he wants the ball. So their competitiveness is also a great thing that keeps them young and engaged and sprightly and fun. Good boy, Dante. Well done. The spoils are usually shared between Finn, who's probably the fittest dog that I walk, and Dante. Hi, Pablo. Thank you. No barking. So they'll probably share that equally. You know, if I was to throw the ball 100 times, each of them would probably get about 40 wins each, and the other 20 would be split between the rest of the team. But yeah, the competitiveness within the pack is something that's quite an interesting dynamic, and you'll hear some of them barking just now. Clearly just wanting the ball to be dropped by Dante. I've not asked him to do that yet. We'll show you that in a second or two. And now Dante's taunting the rest of the team because he's probably carrying it longer than I would have normally had him carrying it, because I'm explaining to you guys what's happening. We'll let him run this off, and then I'll show you the command that we use to get him to drop it, which is this. Dead. Good boy, good boy. Thank you guys. Hi boss. Hi Pablo, 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 Pablo. Shh. Blossom. Pablo. It's coming, buddy. It's coming. We just need to work it out till I get it. There's a lot of you to go round. Right, Otis, dead. Good boy. So this barking is another reason why we don't regularly go live, because it can be off-putting to a lot of people, especially when they bark right into my face and the camera and the microphone in particular. So apologies for that. Apologies for that, but we'll see how it goes. Right, I'm sure there's some chat here. Feel free to chat along with us, guys. Keep me company. You can see there's no one else around, so it'd be lovely to make some new friends, and I'm sure this has been opened up to a new audience. Well done, buddy. Good girl. Good girl, because we don't normally go live at this time. Uzi, good morning. It's afternoon for us, but hello, how are we doing? You well? My dog's just started barking because of the Otis. I'm sorry. Yep. You will notice a significant difference, Crafty Clark, between my morning sessions, which are very peaceful and very tranquil for the most part, to the more high energy dogs that are far more competitive. A lot more of them are from working lines, and they want to work. They want to earn their biscuits. They want to earn their place in the pack. They want to show everyone that they are a force to be reckoned with. Ben, can I have the ball? Thank you, buddy. Good, you guys. You're deaf walking along a nice click. I don't know what that means. Does that mean something about the park or where we are? I'm sorry, don't understand that. I've only ever seen the morning stream. This is nice. Yeah, we rarely go live in the afternoon here with the bigger team, but it is a nice treat. It's a nice way to show the owner as well how the team are getting on with each other. You okay, Max? Max has gone a little bit stressed. For those of you that know the dogs a bit more intimately, you get to recognise their body language and things like that. Max is hearing me talk and wondering what's going on and started to go, the stress. I'll just show you a couple of signs. So the tail's down a little bit, the mouth's just opened a little bit of a gape, and the tongue's just poking out, just a tiny bit. Do we see that? So the stress level is just a little bit higher on him than I would prefer, and he's not panting like some of the others who are a bit out of breath from running. So we could do with getting him to run, because that's a great way for him to relieve some stress. And the best way for us to do that is to probably introduce another ball, which will make everyone more competitive and potentially stress them out a bit more, or make them a bit more relaxed. So we'll see how it goes. We'll just keep moving for the time being and see if we can't get them to shake off the stress a little bit. Come on, little legs. Come on, you. You need to keep up with the team. You're walking very fast, yeah. These guys, we can't stand still for too long with them. I'm sounding out a puff myself. So pleased to see the bigger dogs are MC. I'm glad that you're enjoying. They're a good bunch. A good bunch. We did once upon a time have 3 pointers. We lost one of our amazing dogs, Lottie, just last month. And she was 14 as well. So Lily here at the back, our little terrier here, she's also 14. The 2 pointers that we have now, Lily and Juno and Dante, have been educated well in the terms of being a pointer by Lottie, who we think about a lot, I have to say. I have to drive past her house every day and I think about her all the time, but it's quite funny how the dogs, they'll not notice that she's not here necessarily, but she has left a bit of a gap in terms of the dynamic of the team, and Juno is quite likely to be the dog that kind of takes her place as the matriarch of the group. She's very, I don't think the term's motherly, but she's very acutely aware of all the dogs and what's going on, and not just with our team. Just look at what she's doing just now. So she's fixed and looking at 2 people walking their dog just now. She's very alert, very alert. Dante, Lily, come on. Stay together, guys. Good puppy. Great job. Oh, we hit 10 likes. We hit 10 likes, so we can get we can give the dogs a little training treat. Right, apologies. You might just turn the volume down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Juno, come. Max, what's this, buddy? Big puppies. Lily. Lily. Juno, get out of my pocket, young lady. Stop pickpocketing me. Okay, right, so because you guys have been so kind and given us 10 likes, this is from you to the dogs. I'm going to do this very gently. Juno, gentle. Ouch. Blossom, gentle. Good girl. Dante, gentle. Good boy. Ida, gentle. Good girl. Otis, you're still... Let's see you, buddy. Good boy. Finn, you want one? No. You want the ball that's on my foot. Pablo? Good boy. Lily? Hey. Good girl. Good girl. Max? Good boy. Good boy. Was that everybody? Apart from Finn, who is fixated on what's going on. Go on, you guys can go and get that. Go on. They're probably more bothered about the ball than the biscuits, to be honest with you. But we did start that tradition for the little guys on the morning session. We get 10 likes, they get a biscuit. So I suppose we should keep it going. Max, what's this? Go find it. There we go, we've got Max running. Tail's gone up. Which immediately changed. Good boy, Max! Good boy. Let me see, twirl. Good boy. Let me see. Let me see. Good boy. Good boy. You're kind of a bit better. You're not perfect there, but you're a bit better. You're a bit better. What's the chat saying? If you're not watching our live stream live, if you're watching this back, MC in the chat, who is visually impaired and has a guide dog, is saying that the sorry, MC, is that the right terminology? You can correct me if I'm wrong, if I've said something that's not the right up-to-date way to say that, but anyway, let me carry on. I don't mean any malice from it. I'm just trying to explain to the audience. So you have a guide dog, and you met another person with their guide dog out, and the two have turned the meeting work into play with a little play in the aisle while you two were chatting away, which sounds lovely and funny, but actually I bet you there's quite a lot of there will definitely be an element to that of it's maybe frowned upon a little bit. I suspect. Right, where's our eldest gone? Lily! Sorry guys, we're going to have to just take the team back the way. Do you see where she is? Can you guys see? I'll point her. She's there. Come on, little legs. Come on, sweetheart. Good girl. Good puppy. What a good puppy. Shh, Pablo. Hey. What? Ah. Well done, you guys. Well done, everyone. Come on in. Lily, come on. Good girl, sweetheart. Good girl. It's raining here too. What good boys. Yeah. Good team. Your dogs are cute. Thank you so much. What is your username? I can't even. We'll call you Kits. Thank you, Kits. Cane Corso. Hello. Oh, it's fine, and the dogs always go nuts when they see it. Oh, did they? I didn't know that. We do you know what, we quite regularly meet. So this area that we're in just now, MC, is a perfect place to do lots of things with dogs. So most people, most sort of owners and families will just take the dogs to exercise them here. But this is also used by like gun dog trainers and just sort of dog trainers in general, and also guide dogs we see quite regularly. And it's more at the stage where they've potentially gone through quite a lot of the training in relation to the, like, you know, pavements and people and that kind of thing, and then this is to help them ignore all of the distractions, I suppose, which certainly at certain times of the day here there can be 1,000 dogs, you know, maybe not 1,000, but there'll be a few hundred dogs at certain times of the day, and so yeah, so quite important from my profession point of view that we would have the dogs that I look after well trained enough to ignore a dog that was in training like that. They do such an important role in society that you wouldn't want us to be the reason that a dog was like behind in its development, things like that. So yeah, so I don't know if us being around is a hindrance or whatever. It sounds as if it's a nice interaction when they meet each other. Blossom's got the ball. Go on, Blossy, good girl. Otis is just, he'll take it off of her. She'll hold on to it for a few minutes, but Otis will ultimately come out with that ball. Who's got the ball, Otis? Who's got it? Where's that ball? Who's got that ball? Flossie, good girl. Good girl. Oh, I've got the balls. That was a rare opportunity that they've all dropped the balls. Hi, Rafe. Hello. MC, it's like they know. You know this, MC? You know what's a funny thing that I think about dogs? They recognise. There's a massive part of them that so other labs will recognise other labs, other border terriers will recognise other border terriers, other Spanish water dogs recognise each other. They have far more interest in the commonality of each other than you might expect them to have. I find that really fascinating. I've noticed that for the last 6 or 7 years with the dogs. There's definitely an awareness. And I don't know how, because obviously dogs aren't known for using mirrors, so I don't know how they know what they actually look like or what breed they actually are. Just popped a couple of biscuits down. Juno's found them. Yes, come on. We'll walk around here. I want to take the dogs back to the van, which is down into this valley and then up this side, but as we go down the valley, the signal will drop off, so we'll do a little bit more. We'll try and get up to 20 likes, and then we'll maybe call it a day. that'll be the target. We'll try and get a little bit more interaction with you guys. So feel free to use this time to ask as many questions as you like. Yeah, it's all controlled and the harnesses go down and stuff. Yeah, I can imagine that, like, it's almost easier just to, I mean, I know from my experience, the best way, if dogs start to get playful with each other but they're both on the lead, you're better off just dropping the leads and just saying, hey, just give them a few minutes to get on with it. So there we go. Let's see who comes out the victor here. Otis missed it. Dante landed on top. Oh, Otis has got it. And did you see Max doing a roly-poly? Good girls. Good girls. I've got another ball. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Right into Finn's mouth. And Otis dropped the other ball, and then he's remembered, oh yeah, I did have one already. Yeah, it's funny how the dogs recognise the right kind. Oh God, Otis has now got both balls. This is going to only end in barking for the team. Pablo! Pablo, hey, Blossom, shh. We're talking. I'm going to get it. What's this? This way. Good pups. Good pups. Thanks, Blossom. We've got some people off to our left hand side who are gushing over the dogs. I think they wanted to be, so that's a kind of example of a distraction. They are quite keen to meet the dogs, and the dogs have got no interest in going over, and that's the type of thing that we'd like to happen with almost every interaction, that we're quite insular and just after ourselves, but it doesn't always work out that way. Guys, can we be quiet please? I'm trying to tell something. Come on. Good puppies. Good puppies. Oh, we're pretty close to that like. We're pretty close. Can we get 20? Can I hear 20? 20, going once, going once, going once. My old boss used to be a, what do you call those people? An auctioneer. No, he wasn't, he's an auctioneer's assistant, but he could do the stuff. He could read it out. Right, let's see. I'll tell you what we'll try and do. Whatty? Pablo! 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 Button. Right, boss. I'm going to walk them a little bit further. We're going to get them to settle down. We're going to get them to sit, pose. One of you guys are going to take a screenshot and send it to my channel. Alright? Is that a deal? Because I don't have my tripod with me. Lily! Thank you. I hear you. Right, here's a good place. Sit nice. Sit nice, Finn. Wait. Max, sit down. Finn, sit. Blossom. Pablo. Pablo. Right, someone get ready to take a screenshot. Blossom. Wait now, not yet. Sit nice. Juno, you can come here. Good girl. You sit nice. Sit nice. Sit nice. Lily. Wait. Max, sit. Otis, sit. Finn. Blossom. Wait. Right, screenshot now. Go get her. Pretty close. We're pretty close. They're a bit hyper. They're a bit animated. They're not used to hearing my voice. They're used to us piling on the kilometres. Oh, Edith! Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Right, Everyone, you have been watching Crighton Pet Services live dog walk. If you see this logo anywhere on social media, you make sure you give that a follow. It's all me. If you'd like to have a look at our back catalogue, if you're watching on a mobile device, click the 3 buttons here. You can visit channel, you can subscribe to the page. We'd love for our community to continue to grow. Over 2,500 subscribers just now. It is flourishing. So if you've enjoyed what you see, remember and do that if you can. If not, maybe the algorithm will bring you back. Who knows? Who knows? From me and the team on a Friday, 5th time lucky. Thank you for tuning in to us. Really appreciate everyone stopping by and being part of our day-to-day. Rafe, hope you're well. Rosanna, MC, who else has been commenting? Uzi, Crafty Clark, obviously, and all my members and subscribers that are maybe sitting in the background, not talking to us. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back again on Monday morning with the little guys, with the quiet little guys. I have to stress, the quiet little guys. They don't bark, they're not frustrated as these guys. So yeah, so I need to work better with these guys basically is my notes to myself and my little a little bit of sort of, you know, what do we call this, reflection for the end of the week. We need to work on a way to get these guys a little bit less frustrated, and that's going to come in the walks to come, because certainly the autumn is a wonderful time for the dogs. It's mating season for most of the mammals around here, so their noses are going to be in for a treat. Absolutely loving it. So yeah, thank you to everyone. Have yourself a great old Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see you again on Monday. Until then, tell your dogs I say hi. They'll know what it means. All the best. All right, take care. Bye-bye now.